United have got a massive win over Ipswich, which just solidifies them further away from that relegation zone. And in today's video, we've got the reactions of their fans to that Onana era before, during and after the game. So it's going to be really interesting. But before I begin, if you are new here, please hit the like, hit the subscribe as well. It'll be greatly appreciated. So let's just listen to this United fan after the game, his assessment on Onana.
And there was no need for him to come out. He's a walking liability, Joe. It's a walking liability for both goals, and Patrick had it under control. Yeah. And he come running out and he passed it past him. Absolute gift. All the clangers in the last 18 months, mate. You've had 3 major this season at that end, and it's like, honestly, and he's moaning and moaning. Look, mate, you make them defenders panic. You made him panic. It's on you, Andre. It's on you. And it was absolutely embarrassing.
And you know what? I agree. And as an Arsenal fan, I can kind of say Onana is similar in a way to when we got rid of Aaron Ramsdale. Yes, they can be great shot stoppers, but there's just something they've got which just makes them not the top goalkeeper to keep United at the top level. Yes, at Ajax he was brilliant, but since he's come to Manchester United, he just doesn't suit the way they play. Yes, he can do the long ball, but Amorim likes to play out from the back. Onana's short passing isn't up to scratch. His confidence, he doesn't assure his defence of his presence. And when you have that in a goalkeeper, it's really hard for a defence. It really is. Dorgu, he had the situation under control, like this guy says. Onana, I don't know why, he's kind of a jumpy keeper. He feels he needs to be further up. And it's really impacting the way that United are able to contain the opposition. Because then they get that red card as well. Then you're struggling even more. The fact that United managed to kind of lift themselves up and put a professional performance in, even after the clanger from Onana, even after the handball, it's just a testament to the mentality that Ruben Amorim is trying to instill. And I know a lot of people will be like, it's only Ipswich, but the profiles Ipswich have, Delap, Philogene, with 10 men that you're against these players, and Murray Hutchinson, United did a fantastic job. They had to sit in, they had to be strong, and ultimately they got the 3 points. But Onana, he just doesn't instill the defence with any sort of confidence and assurance. And as a goalkeeper, it's so important that you have assurance and confidence, because otherwise, what is the point? It really does get to that sort of way. Now let's have a listen to Mark Goldbridge's reaction during the game to Onana.
God! Oh my fucking God! What are we doing at the back? What are we doing at the back here? Dorgu's just passed it past Onana and they've scored an open goal. What the fuck are we doing? It's like bloody Pornhub. It's so easy. On you go, click your category and have a you know what. I mean, I didn't know it was bloody Ipswich's birthday. What the bloody hell? It's a gift. It's an absolute gift. I need to see the replay of this. Absolute shite. Rubbish. It's a ball over the top. Why is Onana even... Why is Onana even coming for that? Just why? He's got no right to come for this at all. He'll head it back to you. What? Why is Onana coming for that? He's absolute shit.
You know what? It isn't even just one game like like these guys have said. It is over the course of this season. Onana has made so many clangers. You just think, have a bit of composure. You know, we know how good you are at Ajax. He just doesn't have that composure. And for a team already struggling with confidence this season for the majority of this year, for your goalkeeper to not have confidence, it is horrible. You know, United have had the worst of worst worlds because your strikers aren't confident, your goalkeeper isn't confident. At least if you have the core of your team, your goalkeeper and strikers confident, then you've got at least 5% of a chance. Bruno, the only midfielder with the confidence, and Ugarte as well, who I think is fantastic, they have the confidence. But you look at Onana, you look at Højlund, that front line has no confidence whatsoever. And it is just not right. It really isn't. You have to have confidence. You have to. Otherwise, it's just going to be easy to play against you. So many teams probably get excited to play Manchester United thinking, okay, They haven't got the confidence. We can press high. We can go a certain way about it. And Amrin just cannot have the system working without the forwards and the goalkeeper having this confidence. It is a really, really tough predicament that Manchester United are in. Now we're going to have a little listen to Amrin talking about Garnacho, the substitution. We also have frustrated Garnacho was as he came off. So let's see what Mr. Ruben Amrin said after the game regarding that.
To choose someone to go out, we have to think about set pieces also, so it was my choice.
I have two questions, but just to clarify, you're not unhappy with Alejandro Garnacho that's playing?
You are making a connection with the Rashford, right? Yeah, I know. I'm not. What I'm saying is that I'm going to talk obviously with Garnacho about that. So I will talk about that if you want in the next practice conference.
Football is a team game for me. I always say that. If you're sent off, if you've got to go, whatever, you have to come back to the bench. I think it was Alex Ferguson, Manchester United's manager. I don't know who was talking about it, Roy Keane, Neville, whoever it was. They said if you had been sent off or an early substitution is made and you go down the tunnel, your career at Manchester United is over. I think Amrin is trying to instill this ruthlessness. We saw Xerxes go down the tunnel when he was subbed against Newcastle, but then come straight back out. Garnacho did the same. I didn't quite see whether he came back on the bench because I was watching the Arsenal game, to be honest. But these things cannot happen at Manchester United. And I like Ruben Amrin's way. If he was fuming with Rashford and his work rate and his application, then he has to be fuming with Garnacho and his application to United, walking away from the game. You cannot do that. Decision had to be made. And ultimately, the decision was correct because United saw out the game. They won the game 3-2. So ultimately, the manager's choice is the most important choice. And while Garnacho, he's got to have a better attitude. And I don't think this is the first time we can kind of question Garnacho's attitude. He hasn't quite got the best attitude, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. But he's young. He'll learn, and that's what it's all about. Young players learning, and Ruben Amorim, young manager himself, can really help these players along. Now let us look at Bruno Fernandes. Absolutely fantastic football. I'm sorry to say this. He is absolutely world class. And number 10, number 6, number 8, he can do it all. He really kind of sprung United on. There was a passage I was watching towards the end of the game where he nicked the ball back. He ran down the other end of the pitch. And he tried to find Mazraoui. He was just a toe away from that. That is the application you want to be seeing from your captain. He is a perfect embodiment of a captain. Yes, he'll have a rowdy moments. Yes, he'll be shouting at the ref. But he cares so much. He wants to put the effort in. I knew when United went down to 10 men that Bruno is your guy to lift you up and sort of grind you through. And you know how important that is to have a player like that able to do it? Coupled with the fact he had basically 2 assists in the game, it is absolutely... 3 assists actually. It is actually important. You cannot legislate how important it is that Bruno Fernandes is this sort of way. It really, really is. And he really put in a shift. And ultimately, his form over the past 5 games has been ridiculous. Look at those statistics. I'm not a stats guy. I don't like SofaScore. But the way he's been playing, I mean, oh my word, absolutely ruthless and contributing to the way Manchester United are playing and winning games. Whole squad, Maguire was solid today. De Ligt got his goal as well. Ugarte as well. Xerxes quite nifty too. It was a positive day for Manchester United outside the Onana era. But anyway, that's it for now. Hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, peace.